What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So as promised, I did say in the community section for my channel, I did say that I was going to be making a draw video talking about which draws I'm going to get for season 11. I did say that, keep in mind, I'm not going to get every single one of them because, I mean, there are some obvious choices out there that don't really interest me that much, mainly because I might have them or I might have a version of them. But yes, as promised, I'm going to be making a video on this, so actually, let's begin. So the draws in Season 11 are, actually pretty impressive for the most part. I mean, all of them have some sort of uniqueness to it. With the exception of like a few. But either way, the draws in Season 11 are very solid, and I'm looking forward to getting a lot of them. So first off, let's start off with the obvious choice. So this is the Mythic EM2 draw that is coming out. It has a lot of solid items within it. It has an awesome legendary Lucky Charm. It has another QQ9 epic skin that actually changes the shape of the gun. And I think it's also animated at the same time. So I'm really looking forward to that epic skin. And it's kind of like a crime that no one is actually talking about this skin because it looks quite interesting. It might not be as good as that divine one that we got from the Odin draw, but it still looks pretty solid nonetheless. But obviously on the bottom picture, you do see the Mythic EM2 in its entirety, and it looks absolutely stunning. So with the Mythic EM2, the reason why this is an obvious choice is because I usually get every Mythic. I have not missed a single Mythic so far, and I hope I don't in the near future. So for right now, let's talk about the ones that I am definitely not getting. So for the very first obvious one, I'm obviously not going for this double draw because I already have both of them. I already have the PKM as well as the QXR legendary skins. Although this is a perfect opportunity for those that may have missed either or maybe both of those legendary skins to pick them up at a much cheaper price. So it's an obvious choice for me to avoid, but for others, it might be a good deal. So this is another draw that I am definitely going to rule out, mainly because I already have the original skin, which is the RUS 79U Equalizer. This is the new version, I guess the Christmas variation of that same skin called the Holiday Lights. This isn't really that great for me. I mean, yes, it changes the depth effect. It makes it, I guess, yellow, and it changes the whole gun into like red. But the thing is that it doesn't really provide me anything if I actually do get it. But for those that may have missed the original Equalizer draw, maybe this is a good time for you to pick this up if you so desire. So the final draw that I am going to rule out for this season, it's going to be the Hades Serpentine, and the reason why is because I don't really use the Hades that often. It's a very good SMG. I like using it sometimes, but I already have a legendary skin for it, so there's no desire to do so. So I mean, if this was a weapon that I mainly used, or if I used all the time, I probably would be more inclined to buy it, but it's not for me. Maybe for those that missed the first Hades draw, you could get this one. This one looks pretty cool, but again, not for me. So now this is where things actually get a little bit more complicated because there are two specific draws that I do have my eye on. These are two legendary skins, by the way, that are based on two weapons that I love using. It's the FR556 as well as the PP19 Bison. I can't believe I even said that, but yes, I do use the Bison quite a bit more than the FR556, so I'm kind of like debating whether or not to get these two legendary skins. These are very complicated choices because both of them benefit me in somewhat the same way. So if I get the FR556 Geoblaster, I can compare it with the Super Highway, make a video on that, or I could do the PP19 Bison and compare the Invocation, the Homebrewed Hex, as well as this one. So it's kind of like a win-win either way on both sides. But the thing is that I already have like two legendary skins for the PP19 Bison, but I don't have two legendary skins for the FR556, and I've heard some negative things about the FR, like I said. But yeah, it's a very, very tough choice to make. I have considered just skipping both of them, but again, I mean, you probably would want to see at least one of those things. I know a lot of you guys would be more inclined to see the Bison, but a part of me wants to get the FR556 Geoblaster. So again, it's going to be a choice that I'm going to have to eventually make down the line. But yeah, I might get one of these two, maybe like if I'm lucky, I'll probably get both. If not, I might not get any of them at all. But yeah, this is probably the more complicated part of this video. So now we move on finally to definitely probably the most obvious choice of this entire season, other than just the EM2 draw, is the SPR Dual Persona. So I've noticed that this one is getting a lot of attention, and for very good reason. This is probably going to be one of the most unique legendary skins to ever come out for this game right now, and that's because this weapon has this thing where it changes colors every now and then, maybe after every kill. And also the death effect does change as well. So let's say, for example, you kill someone in its blue state, you'll get the blue death effect, but if you kill someone in the orange state, you get the orange death effect. So yeah, this thing is like just on a whole nother level, and this is one I'm definitely not going to miss. So now you guys have somewhat of an idea of how I'm looking at these draws currently right now. For the EM2, obviously, I didn't really think I had to explain it because I never really missed Mythic. So yeah, that one's pretty much a given. As for the FR and the Bison, those are very difficult choices. Unless like somehow I miraculously get lucky in the EM2 Mythic draw, I could probably pick up both. Or maybe if I make a certain amount next week for DoorDash or even the week after. I mean, it's very complicated with those two. I don't know, like if all else fails, I'll just skip those two just completely and just focus on the EM2 and the SPR. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD mobile content. I'll see you guys next time.